HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup King, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Roads my canvas, speeds the artist's brush. HVRL Cup King, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. HVRL Cup King, HVRL Cup King, HVRL Cup King, yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup King, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Roads my canvas, speeds the artist's brush. HVRL Cup King, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. HVRL Cup King, HVRL Cup King, HVRL Cup King, yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup King, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Roads my canvas, speeds the artist's brush. HVRL Cup King, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. HVRL Cup King, HVRL Cup King, HVRL Cup King, yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup King, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Roads my canvas, speeds the artist's brush. yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams. We ain't slowing down. We are El Cup Kings. We are El Cup Kings. Mama, we are El Cup Kings. Yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams. We ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Rolls my canvas, speeds the artist brush. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams. We ain't slowing down. We are El Cup Kings. We are El Cup Kings. Mama, we are El Cup Kings. Yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams. We ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Rolls my canvas, speeds the artist brush. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams. We ain't slowing down. We are El Cup Kings. We are El Cup Kings. Mama, we are El Cup Kings. Yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams. We ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Rolls my canvas, speeds the artist brush. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams. We ain't slowing down. We are El Cup Kings. We are El Cup Kings. Mama, we are El Cup Kings. Yeah, we ain't.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to High Velocity Racing League Cup Series action here, live from Circuit of the Americas, where we are going to be doing the DuraMAX Texas Grand Prix for Week 9 of the HVRL Cup Series. Tonight's race, 58 laps, 3 additional sets of tires with 1 fast repair. Stages at laps 17 and 34. The stage at lap 17 will be a flying stage. The stage at lap 34 will be a re-rack for the entire field, where we will throw a caution. And we will get pit stops, get them re-racked, and get them ready to go racing one more time for the remainder of the race. Utilizing the NASCAR West outline, or the track type, rather. So no long straightaway, except for the straightaway for the start-finish line. That will be the longest one. 2.35 miles here. 78 degrees Fahrenheit for an ambient temperature with 10-mile-an-hour winds and cloud cover for sure. 93-degree track temp. And the drivers have been practicing for 28 minutes. And so far, the fastest of them is number 27, John Fieldley. Fieldley's fast time, a 1:40.48. Second fastest right in front of him right now on track, getting more laps in. Sean Wilder in the number 99 with a 1:40.959. And third fastest so far, the 22, our Daytona winner, Christian McCrelly with a 1:41.405. And last week's winner, Garrett Wiles in the number 91. He's fifth fastest right now with a 1:43. Long way to go to catch up to those guys at the top of the leaderboard. We skipped over Jose Mercado in the 41. The other driver in the top five right now with a 1:41.640. Couple tenths behind McCrelly. '43 was holding back. There you go. Don't want to show off too much for sure. All right, that should get us to qualifying here. It looks like it brightened up a little bit. Few drivers getting into their cars and getting out on track to get their hot laps started with their out lap. It will be important to get heat in the tires. Right now, that's John Fieldley that we're looking at. He was the fastest in practice. From the blimp. And Circuit of the Americas, one of the tracks on the Formula One schedule as well. And it looks like Fieldy will be the first to take the green flag here, as he takes the long trek up the hill to turn number 1. You got to be careful for off tracks here through the S's. A great shot looking right straight down those S's. Oh, a blink. Oh, there he is. Okay, he came back. That was scary. That will be scary if that happens with anybody around him as well. And oh, he gets loose there. So he'll have to cool those tires off and try to go again for the second lap. Let's follow along Danny Gross here. And we'll see, is Danny's the first time on the board? It is indeed. McCrelly going to post a 140.77 though. Garrett's first lap coming across the line. Looks like he had some sort of an incident there. Might have had an off track there too. I don't know. Can't tell. See if Fieldy can get a better second lap. His first lap was an off-track incident. McCrelly right now on the pole with a 140.77. And Wilder close in tow with a 140.979. Here comes Fieldy off of the final corner. Trying to get as much of a run as he can, speed-wise. But way wide there. And Fieldy's going to post a 141.5. While they're looking to improve his time here. Maybe sit on the pole. And coming across the line there. Wilder to the pole with a 140.734. Barely edging out Christian McCrelly. And Jace Keller on his second lap will move up to the 4th spot. Right now happy on his second lap. In the 52. Sits 7th right now on qualifying. Off the final corner here for Hapik. Hey, look at that. He jumps up another spot. Up to the 6th position. And it looks like everybody else is... I know Bohr is out there with it, looking for a time, I think. See what Bohr can do on lap 2 here. Coming up to the final corner here for Bohr is see what he's got for this final corner. This one's a hard left-hand corner. And Bohr has a 153, moving up to a 146, so does gain 1 spot. And he's continuing to go out there, so I don't know if he's got another lap or if he is just getting some more practice in. Got about a minute left, so he might be able to get this lap in if it is another one, but I don't think so. It was showing him a lap before, so I think he's good. So I think it's just practice. So that being said, we'll go to another short break, and when we come back, we'll have our starting grid for tonight's DuraMAX Texas Grand Prix live from Circuit of the Americas. We'll be right back.
HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Rolls my canvas, speeds the artist's brush. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. HVRL Cup Kings, HVRL Cup Kings, HVRL Cup Kings, yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Rolls my canvas, speeds the artist's brush. HVRL Cup Kings, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy to history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Rolls my canvas, speeds the artist's brush. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. HVRL Cup Kings, HVRL Cup Kings, HVRL Cup Kings, yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy to history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Rolls my canvas, speeds the artist's brush. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. HVRL Cup Kings, HVRL Cup Kings, HVRL Cup Kings, yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy to history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Rolls my canvas, speeds the artist's brush. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. HVRL Cup Kings, HVRL Cup Kings, HVRL Cup Kings, yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy to history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Rolls my canvas, speeds the artist's brush. HV HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all just playing in the rain. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams, we ain't slowing down. Apex predator, carving lines through the air. Victory in my veins, competition beware. Fast as a rumor, slick as a thief. Every curve I conquer's a moment of belief. Gasoline ambition, turbocharged soul. Pistons like a heartbeat, never lose control. Adrenaline's a drug, I'm addicted to the rush. Roads my canvas, speeds the artist brush. HVRL Cup Kings, we the top of the track. Chasing every flag, no way we looking back. Best of the best, yeah, we taking the crown. HVRL Cup dreams. We ain't slowing down. HVRL Cup Kings. HVRL Cup Kings. Mama, HVRL Cup Kings. Yeah, we ain't slowing down. Son, HVRL Cup dreams never stop until it's won. Corners cut precise like a chef with the blade. Every lap a legacy, the history we made. Tires screaming, engines humming, that's the anthem. Rivals in my rear view, yeah, I outran them. Tracks a battlefield, asphalt's my domain. Best of the best, y'all.
Alrighty, we are here with our pole sitter tonight, Sean Wilder in the number 99. I think this is back-to-back poles for you as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I can't remember the last track. I think I did have the pole the last one. Or maybe the one before that. One of them, though.
One of them. So, last week finished in second place. Tonight you got the pole. How you feeling about your chances here at Circuit of the Americas?
I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I put some practice in, so hopefully more practice than the other guys. It's more about staying consistent, I think, rather than just all-out speed on a lap. So we'll see if I can be consistent.
All right, Sean. Well, good luck tonight. We'll maybe talk to you a little bit later on.
All right, thanks, man.
Sean Wilder will be starting on the pole, like we said, with Christian McCrelly beside him in the number 22. John Fieldley starts third tonight in the 27 with Jace Keller in the 45, starting fourth. Happy starts in sixth with Danny Gross to his inside in the 39 in fifth. After that, it is Tom Freitas in the 32 with Rob Kubat in the 38. Brad Bohr will be starting ninth tonight with Mark Miller in 10th. Then we got Garrett Wiles in the number 91 starting 11th. With Chris Polhamus falling to the back with an EOL penalty. Jose Mercado also has to fall to the back of the field with a penalty tonight. Brandon Dayhoff in the 51 as well. Donovan Kliss substituting for the 2 of Shane Johnson. He'll be running back here as well with Ryzen Baker, a few other people. You can see there everybody that is left on the grid. So, pace cars in, into the restart zone we go, and the green flag flies here.
Sean Wilder's going to bring him to turn one here. You heard him say he put a lot of practice in. We know how much Sean loves road course start type driving. As he takes out a little wide, tires and brakes probably not cooperating with him, and it looks like 27 car of John Feedley absolutely nailed that.
Yeah, cold tires definitely playing a factor there as we go through the S's here. I love this view from TV2 straight down through all of the S's there. And the 24's around.
24 cars slid off the track. Yep. And 32 into the gravel.
He got through it, no problems at all. There's another spinner that looks like happy. As he's going to be to the inside
It's going
now.
to take a little while. Take a little while for these guys to get in a groove.
Yeah, Donovan Cliss just goes around as well.
Yeah. Got a lot of cars spinning.
Yeah, just
got a lot of debris.
Everybody
on
trying
the track.
to.
Oh, 32 into the. Man.
It's tough to get going here, and there goes Dayhoff around.
Off. And the one thing about this road course, no cautions while racing. We will have a caution at the end stage 2 to re-rack the field, but it's on these guys to get back on track and try to catch up and hopefully not do too much damage.
And lap 1 will go the way of the 27 of Fieldley as he made the jump in turn 1 and was able to take over the race lead as he continues to do so. Oh, a little bit wide there on the exit of turn 1. Wilder looks to try
Turn 1 is very tricky. Yeah, turn 1 is a very tricky corner in a high level type GT prototype type car, let alone in a NASCAR. So this guy's really got to slow it down to make that corner.
Stock cars aren't really made for this track, if I'm being honest. They this track was built for Formula 1.
And this is probably the best one out of all of them.
I know.
Yes, it was.
Let's see. Oh, and Wilder gets by Fieldley. I don't know if there was a slowdown penalty for Fieldley or what it was exactly, but he gets going again.
Wilder. Yeah, and then now it looks like John's ahead of Wilder. They're swapping corners here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Well, we know Fieldley can be quick. The one thing he's got to watch for, him and Sean are going to run away with this early on because they got a 6-second lead on Garrett. Garrett's working his way up through the field, though, because he didn't even get a qualify, did he? Where'd he start the race?
Yeah, he started way back. He started in the 11th position. But as we say that, around goes the 91 as he loses some spots. And he's back down to 8th.
The one thing that the 27 car is going to have to watch for is one thing about 99. When he gets on some road courses, he's going to be pretty consistent. You're not going to find the 99 car beat himself very often in a race like this. So John's going to have to do it lap after lap after lap.
Yeah, the one thing about Wilder, he may not beat himself, but his pit crew might get him. That's what happened in the Truck Series last season. The pit crew not filling that truck with fuel. So we'll see if Wilder can overcome anything like that tonight. And he seems pretty confident about this track. And Fieldley has shown speed so far. He was the fastest in practice. So these two were the two fast ones in practice.
If I know Wilder, he's just going to try to keep it a little bit close just to keep John a little bit of pressure on the young man to let him know, hey, I'm here. And we'll see if he can handle it. Because right now, I just don't know that the group behind him has much for him.
And honestly, even if Fieldley pulls away from Wilder, he might burn his tires up too. And maybe Wilder's just kind of playing that game a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, Fieldley definitely has pace. Like I said, the main thing is he just got to do it every lap because Wilder will find a way to stay pretty consistent. I'm not saying he can't make a mistake because he's capable of it, but he gets locked in and gets in a groove. He's gonna be there lap after lap. Because I mean, right now, third place is almost 11 seconds behind second place, and I just heard something behind him.
Yeah, that's going to be Keller getting out of shape, and that's going to leave Dylan Calkins there in third. He was a substitute driver for Wesley Burke last week.
right now it's looking like these two definitely put the practice in. I don't know who else has, but these two definitely have. If you compare it to the rest of the field, it's a substantial difference right now.
It absolutely is. Christian McCrelly was quick in practice as well. He's moved his way up to the 3rd spot. Qualified second.
Well, he's in 3rd now. If he can get some open track and not have to deal with cars, we'll see what kind of lap times he starts turning as these guys are turning up the heat a little bit on their lap times. Fieldley just did a 140.9 and Wilder did a 141.37, which is both of their fastest laps so far.
Yeah, and that one by Fieldley, the fastest lap of the race so far as well, so.
Wilder has cut the gap a little bit here on this lap. Starting to cut it into it even some more here.
It's crazy how much farther in front these two are as well, as they're coming into the final corner. 3rd place is just
almost 14 seconds.
Yeah, just coming into this sequence now of the final couple corners.
I think Wilder might set the fastest lap right here. No, he doesn't. He just set a noticeably faster lap than John did. John's lap was significantly slower than his last one, so I don't know if he got loose somewhere. Tires should be almost optimal right now.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Maybe but on a track that's this technical, with these S's here coming through here, it doesn't take much to lose some time. I mean, if you just miss it just a little bit through that section they just went through, you're gonna lose time.
Or just
pretty rapidly.
Or just running off deeper than you intend to as well. Like,
yeah,
I've seen Fieldley go way wide on the exit of turn 1 a lot so far, and that's been the case on the final corner and turn 1 a lot. So Wilder's done a good job of keeping it right around the curbs and on that racing surface, and I think that's a difference maker as well, because I mean that's going to keep the tire temps nice and cool as well, because every single little bump is going to add a little bit of heat into that tire.
Absolutely, and you can see now the race is starting to come to some of these guys. You had Ryzen Baker do a 42.6, Mercado did a 41.8, Garrett Wiles did a 41.8, so you got some guys starting to turn some lap times. They're starting to get into a little bit of a groove here.
And up
Should
front,
make it in as Wilder goes around, John.
I was just about to say, up front, Wilder made a move to the inside through that set of corners. The sweeping right-hander, and now coming into the final corner, Wilder takes over the race lead.
He's a little hot there. He's going to go a little deep. He's going to open the door there for John. Let's see if he's got enough on the exit.
He's got
the drag racing.
I say he's got the momentum.
Mustang
so
and the Camaro.
Help.
Mustang and Camaro drag racing down the front stretch
and up the hill. Oh, Wilder cooked it into turn 1.
They're too wide. He did. That's going to give Fieldley the lead. That turn 1 is tricky. We've seen it already a handful of times for about every driver on this track's had an issue with it so far, overshooting it.
And Fieldley and Wilder take vastly different approaches to the entrance of the S's. Fieldley goes way wide to start the first part of it, and then Wilder...
Oh, and he goes off the track. That's going to cost him tremendously. Wilder's going to have the track all to himself now.
And Fieldley
and that's what I talked about.
I would say Fieldley did a good job of keeping damage off that car, though. He got out of the way of the tire barriers and did not hit the wall. So that's critical for Fieldley.
He did do that, but he's now almost 7 seconds behind Wilder. And like I said earlier on, is for his challenge is going to be doing it lap after lap, because we know Wilder, if he just settles in and gets into a groove, he's going to do it consistently. Pit road might be a different story, but in terms of him turning laps on a road course, he's got a lot of experience at doing it with endurance racing, several road course races across HVRL. So this is not new for him.
Exactly. Let's try to find another battle back here. Looks like Wiles and Mercado, as well as Baker, all within close proximity for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Baker and Mercado both had EOL penalties at the start of this race, and they've worked their way up into the top 5. And so far, I mean, Baker's shown speed throughout the entire season so far, but now the last road course went Baker's way as they were at Watkins Glen a little while back. We'll see if he can make something happen here after the stage break caution at lap 34.
And then, as I say it, I don't know, a Wilder had a little bit of an issue somewhere. He did allow John to kind of get back from that 7 seconds down to 5, so a little bit of a bobble maybe there from Wilder as we missed it, but then we'll just kind of keep an eye. Oh, Wilder in the grass, and that's going to cost him. I don't know if you caught that.
I did catch that. Not as wide as as much time as Fieldley did over in turn 6A, but it is definitely going to cost him some time.
I really wish I would have put some laps on this track with this car to get an idea of what these guys are struggling with. Sorry about that. Here on the broadcast, I should have done a little bit of homework, but I know these corners are easy to overshoot because I've driven the track many times in different disciplines, but not knowing this car on this track, I'm struggling to see what these guys are feeling right now as John misses that corner again, but it doesn't cost him as much.
He's been using that runoff quite well so far throughout the start of the race.
Yeah. He has.
Oh, and Wiles is going to get by Ryzen Baker, and Mercado also going to get by Baker. So that'll put the 91 and 41 to third and fourth. Oh, and Wiles a little bit of a lockup up the hill there.
Yeah, you got these three cars battling, don't you? The 91, 41, and the 77.
Oh, yeah. Third through fifth. Very close, tight battle from those guys. I know Wiles
all really good drivers.
I say Wiles really enjoys road racing. I know that he felt like he didn't get an opportunity to showcase it as well as at Watkins Glen. And then, of course, like I said before, Baker got the win at the Glen. Oh, and there goes Baker going by Mercado. I think Mercado got a little loose there out of the short chute from 6A to 6B. And Wiles has gotten himself a little bit of separation.
At this point, with 50 laps to go, it's, to me, watching this, it's just going to be about who can get in a rhythm and not miss their braking zones. If someone can just find a way to just consistently hit it lap after lap, it's not going to take blazing laps. It's just going to take eliminating the mistakes.
Oh, Wiles gets loose.
As that, yep. Just like that. I mean, that's a highly skilled, high-rated iRacing driver, and if someone could find a groove here, they're going to walk away with this thing possibly. Well, granted, we got to re-rack the stage, but nobody's really consistently found a groove yet.
Everybody's made mistakes so far.
Yeah.
And Wiles ended up going down pit road after that, so I don't know if he's going in to swap out tires or if he's just going in to top off for fuel for the stage.
Yeah, what are these guys getting for fuel? About 10 laps?
Not sure. We didn't get a gauge on that, so
I'd have to say probably about 10 laps is my guess based off the race length.
Yeah, I would say
maybe a little bit more than that.
Maybe 11 or 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Fieldley goes around.
Oh. Wilder doesn't mind seeing that, but yeah, that's... Gosh, I really wish I would have practiced at least... Oh, it's the 41 spins. I really wish I would have drove this prior to the race. Might have to do it tonight afterwards.
Then you can kind of see what they were going through, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I know how challenging this track is. Even the Grand Prix track is The full track is definitely challenging. This version's very technical. This is the technical section of COTA, so very challenging for these drivers because you constantly you have so many apexes and so many braking zones that you just have to hit, and we can see that doing it for a full lap is tough, let alone doing it lap after lap.
Yeah, tough doing it for 58 laps as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's see. Looks like the 32 just got by Danny Gross. And he goes wide, and Danny almost drives into the back of the 32 there, too. That was very close. And last time around, Dylan Calkins got himself his fastest lap of the race, and he gets loose going into 6A and will hit the right side of that car on the tire barriers.
Wilder out there running laps by himself, just did a 141.6. Nobody's touched a 41 for a while, and that's a dang good lap from Mr. Wilder this late into the stage.
Absolutely it is. And he's coming off the final corner here. And he'll take 6 to go.
Followed up with a 42.2, so those are good consistent laps from Mr. Wilder right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny Gross around and into the grass.
Oh, yeah, that's... I don't remember what turn that is. I think that's turn 12.
Wilder out in the lead currently. If you know for sure, has turned the last 2 laps, fastest lap on track. Being in the lead with that kind of cushion. Find himself a little groove. Oh, the 32. Oof.
I saw his name go gray, and I thought maybe he was going down pit road, but he might have got loose. Couldn't tell. Danny's coming down pit road here.
It looked like the 32 was trying to hit pit road and just overshot it. Is the only thing I could think. I've got it on most exciting right now, and it panned over just for the last second.
He fell back to 8th as Calkins gets up to 7th. And up front, Wilder continues to lead. He must have to pit here pretty soon, I would imagine.
Yeah, these guys are all 10 laps. This is a fairly long road course race. 58 laps at a minute 40, minute 45 a lap.
Yeah, I saw the lap times. I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be a long night.
Because we're doing Watkins. Yeah, we're doing Watkins in the Xfinity, and that's about a minute. Oh, I mean, a good lap's minute 15, a fast lap. Oh, geez, is, a minute 14, high 13 probably in the Xfinity O'Reilly car, I should say. But we're only doing 53 laps on that. So this is as I think about it, this is going to take a lot of mental fortitude from these guys with how technical this track is. 58 laps at over a minute 40 a lap.
It's a grueling race.
This is definitely going to be a grueling race.
And Wilder's got the lapped car of Paul Hamas in front of him right now, and that is...
I would be pitting right now if I'm Sean Wilder. I'd be pitting right now.
Get out from behind the lapper, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
And 33 goes wide. He's also got Danny Gross right in front of him as well.
Yeah, I don't think Danny will battle him. Danny will let him by. But I guess I don't have an idea on how long their pit window is. We got stage at what, 17 and 34?
Yeah, so we got 5. We're coming to 5 to go right now. Or we are on 5 to go, rather.
Yeah, they're not going to make stage on a tank of gas.
Yeah,
so here he
comes.
is, coming down pit road.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It had to be coming soon. So that should leave the race lead to Fieldley as he goes way wide off the final corner.
77 Ryzen Baker coming in. He's coming in hot. He's coming in hot. He's coming in too hot. He misses pit. And he's got to back up. That is costly for the 77.
Very.
The winner of Watkins. Granted, he does have the restack at the end of stage 2, so that helps him, but not helping his cause for stage 1 and stage 2 results.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Garrett Wiles has already made his pit stop, and he sits in 6th, but he's going to get by at least Baker and probably Mercado as well. Wilder will pop out in front of the 91. And yeah, he barely beats out Mercado out of pit road, did Wiles. And the trio of Wiles, Mercado, and Baker could continue to battle. Baker a little farther back because of having to back up, but he does sit in 6th position. And Wilder loose! Catches it, though. What a save there from the 99. Got to remember, old tires. Old tires.
Yeah. So they're getting about 12 laps. So they gotta, I mean, you gotta stretch each stint. If you, I mean, about the full 12 laps, 11, 12 laps to make it on 2 pit stops to the end of stage 2.
Yeah.
Fieldley's on lap 13.
Yeah, he's coming down right now, though.
And so is Christian. Okay, so is Christian McCrowley. Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense. So they can squeeze 13 out of it.
You're probably looking at.
But if you pit it,
you're probably looking at a higher. Tires right there too. Hang on. I was about to bombard everybody's ears with a cough. What I was going to say though is you're going to have to probably ride around at a higher gear. So probably instead of going, downshifting aggressively, you're probably looking at a closer to 4th or 5th gear, maybe 3rd or 4th gear, whatever it may be, riding around a little higher gear to hold the RPMs down.
Yep.
Oh, Fieldley and
got the
Wiles.
91 looking at making Yeah.
Oh, and he gets tagged by the 27 there and sent through the S's, so I don't know. He's going to have to give up some of that time, I would imagine, in the next few seconds, but I know the 91 and the 27 have had their fair share of incidents. They had a little bit of a get-together at Watkins Glen as well. Oh, Fieldley feeling the pressure.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Now, let's show Wilder's lead is only 6.5 seconds right now, 7 seconds. Either something happened in the pit stop. You said he did spin. Did he spin completely out?
No, he just got loose and lost some time, I think. So
I wonder if he took tires. His pit
have.
stop was fairly long. I mean, it was his. Oh, jeez.
Oh, there goes Fieldley around.
Yep.
Trying to get out of the way as Mercado goes blistering by on his right. That'll put Fieldley back to 4th. Wiles up to the 2nd position with Mercado, and there goes Wilder. I think that might be the first sub 140, a 139.34 for Wilder. That is blistering.
Yeah, he was blazing after Garrett Wiles had just done a 140.94, which was starting to show some pace. Wilder said, "Hold my beer," and went out and broke a 140.
That's the first time I've seen anybody below 140 so far this race. So
yeah.
139.94 is great.
I'm assuming he must have took tires on his pit stop.
I would say so, yeah. If he's going that fast right now. So that means when he got loose, he just had cold tires and not so much
he had cold tires.
So just add a letter. That's all.
Well,
it was.
he's going to have to stretch a set of tires out somewhere. I'm assuming it's going to be this set of tires he'll stretch out, because I don't think he would do it on for the last section of the race. I think he stretches these out through the end of stage 2 is going to be my guess. That's going to be my guess.
I would imagine that's the play. I guess.
And he'll put a fresh set on at the end of stage 2. Oh, 41 slams into the 91. He says, "Thank you. I'll use you as a bumper." Yeah, I mean, so if he takes him at the stage, he can run him till lap 46 or so, and then take another set for the last 12 laps of the race.
Yeah,
That's my guess.
I think that would be what I would imagine he's going to do.
As the 27 rams in the back of 91, you should probably get that spot back. John, you might want to give that spot back.
Didn't see exactly what happened, so I wanted to go back and watch it.
Final turn, you just slams into the back of the 91, pushes him off the track. I'm just, if I did that, I would be probably acclimated to wanting to give that spot back to the 91.
Yeah, well,
as much of it stinks to give yourself that kind of a slowdown.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
You're probably not making that.
You're not making friends out there when you do that. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're not making friends, and you're probably not making that turn if you don't have the 91 to slow you down.
Yeah, can't be using the car in front of you as your brake. You gotta make sure you're using your own brakes. He gave a spot to Mercado, which, I mean, I guess he gave a spot back, I suppose. And this time by, Wilder will take the green and white checkers and will win stage number 1.
Yeah, Wilder now is at the point where he can just kind of take it easy for the second stage, and he'll win the second stage as well.
I think he's in a great position right now.
He is just absolutely dominating this race right now. He's turning fastest lap after fastest lap, and I haven't watched him for a little bit as I'm watching the little bit more exciting racing on the track. The only thing that's going to slow him down is himself, or if he gets into some lap traffic. I mean, we just talked about it a few minutes ago, but these guys are on lap 17 of 58. They got a little bit of race still to go.
A little bit.
If you got a heavy load cell pedal and you're 60 kilograms of brake pressure to get that thing to 80%, whoo-wee. Better ice that left leg up tonight. Drink a couple beers and take some ibuprofen.
Yeah, you're going to need a lot of ibuprofen. Maybe some icy hot or a heat pack, something to help out with that. Got my eyes on the 91. I don't know if he's going to be able to work his way back to that battle with Mercado and Fieldy right now. Fieldy seems like he's pulling away finally from Mercado.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the 27 cars had pace all night. It's just he's cost himself with some mistakes, and he's definitely capable of putting down the lap time. That's for sure. But I mean, Wilder's just out there turning 141s like it's routine. As Fieldy just had his fastest lap at a 140.8, fastest lap on track.
And now he gets loose off of turn 1.
Yeah. Yep.
And that puts Mercado up to second. Fieldy will fall back to the third spot.
You know, and Jose might be one of those drivers that's just out there doing it consistently, because it's not like he's turned just a fast lap. His laps just must be pretty consistent. So that might be a driver to watch for.
He's always shown some good speed on the road courses, as Mercado. He's definitely one to watch.
Again, the big factor now that I sit here and think about this is just going to be the endurance of the driver. Oh, it's the 91 wraps it around.
Yeah, he did a good job
out.
He did a good job of getting it out of the way, though, of the racing line and getting back going.
Yes, he did. That's an experienced sim racer knowing the right things to do. Honestly, Chase, I think the biggest factor tonight is going to be the endurance and the fatigue of the drivers.
I agree.
That's going to play a huge part in this race, I believe.
Oh, and Mercado and Field are going to be side by side right now through the last couple of corners. And Mercado going to get the pass done down here into the final corner. See if he's able to hold him off. Fieldley with a great run off,
Got
though.
two Mustangs drag racing down the front stretch. Yeah, and these guys are going to use each other as a little side draft, little not want to give up ground.
Crossover from Mercado. Nope, not quite. I thought they were a little closer to the apex there. And yeah. Fieldley's going to hold him off.
Fieldley nailed that. Yeah, he nailed that.
Let's go take a look at our race leader, see where he's at. He looks like he's in turn 12. And he's got lapped cars in front of him. That is...
He does, and he just gets right by that.
Yep.
Lap car of Dylan, the 90 car.
Yeah, I'm glad he
was Wilder's
making that move.
I'm not going to say he's out for a Sunday drive, because this is going to be a taxing race, but he's definitely just cruising along right now.
Well, it's also a Monday, so he's out for a Monday drive, I guess.
That's true.
But
yeah.
Dad jokes at their finest.
Yep. Are you? Yeah, you're good.
All right, let's see. Do we have anything else exciting happening?
A 91 keeps spinning. He's
just spun again, yeah.
Heck of a driver. Having a little bit of troubles with this track.
It's a tough track.
He talked about in the broadcast last week when we interviewed him. Remember, after the race win?
Yeah.
He said that he was not fond of this particular layout. However, this is the Cup layout.
It is. It's the NASCAR layout. It's not just the Cup layout. It's everybody's.
NASCAR layout. Yeah.
Although they did make an adjustment, and they moved the entrance a little farther up, so it's like more like a hairpin right there in turn 6A, which is more, I think it's going to be called turn 7 now. So we'll see if that's actually what they do. I don't know. Oh, and Garrett loses it again on this corner. He's had some difficulty down here in turn 12. That's been a hard one.
It's... Ooh, as we got the 41 and the 77 battling. I don't know if you have this on screen.
I just pulled it up. I happened to look over and see tight contest there between those two for that third spot. Baker in third, trying to chase down Mercado. Nice wide angle from Baker.
That's going to be an excellent exit for Ryzen. Ryzen's going to have a run on him, I think. I don't know what kind of tow these cars get, but...
Well, he's going to show the nose to the inside as they come up to turn number 1. And Mercado will have the outside. Looks like he will get the better runoff. And he'll be able to hold on to the position for now. Baker keeps showing the nose to the inside. And McCrelly's not too far behind these guys either. Oh, and Baker right there once again has to get off throttle.
Yeah, he let out a little bit.
Yeah, he had to, otherwise he was going to be catching those that inside wall. Aggressive on the curbs there into turn 12. Mercado loose.
Oh,
that should open the door as Baker's going to look to the inside. He'll make the pass happen.
Mercado has a chance to
crossover.
Has a chance to over-under. He crossed him over. Yep. And there's going to be a drag race here. Let's see if who's got the better line, and it's going to be Baker.
Yeah, Ryzen Baker up to third. Mercado looking to once again do that crossover move. Cannot find the speed though. And that'll be Baker securely into third unless he makes another mistake there, which that's a wide run out of the penultimate corner. But now Baker with a good run.
Our leader with the 16-second. Sorry, he still has a 16-second race lead.
And he's coming through 6B and coming down to turn 12 right now. He's got Dayhoff and Danny Gross battling for position in 9th and 10th right in front of him. And Garrett Wiles came down pit road that time by as well, trying to get himself topped off and tired up potentially for, or maybe not. Maybe he's going to stretch this one. I don't know. We'll see. And Wilder gets by Danny, no problems at all. Looks like a 14-second pit stop. So, yeah, maybe tires there for Garrett. And based on the runs, the stints that we had last time, everybody should be able to make it to the end of stage 2 from now on.
Wilder's just in that zone I was talking about. He's got all of his brake markings down. He knows where his turn-in is, and he's consistently hit it lap after lap now. This battle between the 41 and the 77 is not ending anytime soon.
Take a look at that. They're still right on top of each other. And the 90 of Calkins spins in front of them. He sticks right where he was, and they continue by.
Lets them get by. Good job, Dylan. Get a chance, maybe pull up a chopper view on those cars when they're going through those S's, and just so broadcast can see how technical it is, because it is definitely a technical section. I forget what they technically call those terms, those turns, but
I think it's 3, 4, 5, 6. I think. I know it's at least 4, 5,
very
6.
easy to overdrive them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and if you overdrive one, your rhythm is completely thrown off for the rest of them.
Yep, exactly.
Look at the drive in that Mercado gets, as Mercado actually overdrove it. And
Yeah.
And that will lose him the spot to McCrelly. As well, I guess they'll be battling down into turn one, or up into turn one, because it is very much uphill. And that will give a very good gap to Reisenbaker.
Our race leader now has a 23-second lead.
We got the chopper view for the S's here with Mercado and McCrelly. And then look at this hard left-hand corner they got to take here by the tires.
Very, very challenging course, for sure.
We thought it was challenging
And then
before with
another
that.
sharp left.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of 90-degree corners, hairpins, just very difficult sweeping corners. It's a very difficult technical track.
And you got to do, oh, it's the 51 spins in front of the 52, but way to avoid it there. Happy. Great job, Brandon, holding those brakes.
Oh, Brandon, careful where you're going, buddy. Wilder's down pit road, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to do a splash and go, or not necessarily a splash. He's going to need almost a full tank of gas. Let's see if he takes tires. I can't imagine he does. 20-some second lead.
Yep, nope. Just taking fuel only.
Yes.
Fieldley, Baker, and Mercado all in here as well. And I'm guessing McCrelly is going to be right there.
The 22 is going to possibly stay out and try to get a lead, maybe? Lead a lap?
Not going to be able to get the lead because, well, Wilder got out in front of him.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Stuck in second.
And he's not going to catch him.
No. Wilder aggressive on the curbs as well through those S's.
Yeah, this is his kind of race. I was excited to watch this to see. I mean, but if Wilder put the practice in, he's going to be tough to beat unless other people put a lot of practice in, because he said he put some practice in. I bet you he put a lot more than some.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I remember Lime Rock with the trucks. How many hours did he practice Lime Rock? What did he say? It was like a full-time job.
Yeah, it was insane how many hours he put. Yeah, this one's a tough. This part of the course is tough too, just because you feel like you're turning forever, and then the second to last corner, followed by the final corner, which is a very hard, over 90-degree left-hand corner to this long straightaway uphill.
Uphill, climbing elevation to an extremely difficult turn one because it's very deceiving.
Yeah, you think you're fine, and then all of a sudden you're not.
Yep. It just requires way more patience than your natural intuition wants to grasp a hold of. Like, you see it and you're like, I could take that faster, and the reality is you just have to go in with a lot of patience.
Only 7 cars on the lead lap right now. Jace Keller in 7th, the last one on that lead lap. Happy trying to keep himself in the free pass position. He's going to have to just be very methodical and slow and smart about making the moves that he needs to in order to get back to the lead lap.
And I know I've said it several times already, but these guys aren't even halfway through this race yet.
Almost. We're almost there.
I really want to pull our stage winner up at the when we re-rack, I just ask about that, where the fatigue level is. You have 24 laps more to go. How are we feeling as a driver?
Oh, absolutely. 7 to go as Wilder crosses the line here on lap 27. And Christian coming down pit road as McCrelly will be gas and go only here for the... Nope, never mind. Tires for the 22. So he's getting
Just
4 tires.
Makes you wonder if he's... I wonder if he took him at the first pit stop. Probably not.
That is the question, I think. So that will put Fieldley up into second. Ryzen Baker retakes the 3rd spot. And then Jose Mercado was able to get by McCrelly there for 4th. So McCrelly up to, or down to 5th, rather, from that 2nd spot.
Well, something to mention, Mercado just turned his fastest lap. He clearly took tires, but he did a 140.02. So he's almost broken that 140 mark as well. Really close. That's definitely showing some pace, though, so that might be something to watch for when this thing gets re-racked. What can he do once they get to the end of stage 2?
Yeah, he's definitely going to be one to watch, because if he's able to get that pace at the end of near the end of this race, he might be able to challenge Wilder for the race win.
Yeah.
Although when you run off track like that, that's not a very good recipe for success, as we talk well about him, and then that happens. He'll be under pressure from McCrelly with the fresh tires as well. You know who doesn't want to see the stage brake caution right now, though, Tucker?
The 99?
The 99 of Sean Wilder.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got a 20-plus second lead. He could literally just go out here and run laps like he is right now, and it's an easy win. But we introduced that. It was talked about within the league and decided to do it to try to bring some excitement to these races just for this. You get a guy or two that gets into a groove, maybe a little bit better on road courses, or things just go their way early on and they just run away with it. I know I've had that myself, you know, been fortunate enough to run a road course race where in the league where just kind of worked out that way, and with no stage breaks, no re-racks, you just kind of run away, and next thing you know, you got a 30-second lead.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of lead, there's literally, I mean, there shouldn't be any pressure because you don't need to push. You can still go out and turn quick laps without even pushing and still being safe. And the reality is you're still going to be as quicker than everybody behind you, because you don't have to continue to push through things you normally wouldn't. You can just go out and drive safe, and you're not going to make the mistakes. So over the long haul, those laps consistently just stack up and stack up and stack up, and your lead continues to progress.
So how important to you, if you've got this large lead, like it's just continuing to grow right now? I think as Fieldley got into some trouble there.
Yeah, he's up to 29 seconds.
Yeah. So if you're in Wilder's position, obviously you know the stage break is coming, but is this a situation where you just run in that higher gear, kind of like we were talking about earlier, where you just kind of save as much fuel as possible and tire, really?
Well, the pit stops are going to have to be the pit stops. They're going to get 12 to 13 laps out of a pit stop regardless. I think right now my thought would be how do I stay as relaxed as possible to minimize the fatigue? Because you know these drivers right now are feeling it already. They're literally at the halfway point as we speak. And I guarantee there's hands are starting to get a little sore. Maybe the knee's starting to ache. Maybe it's your lower back. You know, there's some of these guys are in and around 50 years of age. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Wilder's got P1000 brake pedals. I have those brake pedals. And if he's got the elastomers dialed up on him, it's a significant amount of brake pressure to, you know, get that thing to 60, 70, 80% brake pressure. I'm thinking about how can I stay relaxed right now and just keep everything calm, keep everything loose, and stay free. Keep my hands free. Don't be gripping that steering wheel hard, just to keep that fatigue down. Because if the physical fatigue steps in, then the mental fatigue is going to step in, and that's when a mistake's going to happen.
All it takes is one solid lick to that outside wall in that short section between 6A and B, and all of a sudden it's a different race car for you with wheel damage, and you might have to use a fast repair at that point. Obviously, you don't want to have to use that. So, and Wilder will be coming around this time to take 3 to go in the stage 2. And yeah, we'll definitely have to find out where the fatigue level is. Obviously, this, like we said, it's a grueling track, grueling race, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I guarantee this is demanding a lot of these drivers right now at this point. Right now, it's at least a few of the young ones, if there's some young ones in here, like 27, I mean, it's no big deal for him, but some of these drivers is like, what did I sign myself up for? I still got to work all week.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
Hopefully they got their fan on. Otherwise, the sweat's probably rolling off the forehead, getting into the eyes.
Hey, it's just an easy way to get a workout, you know?
Burn some calories. Yep, burn some calories.
We take it. We take it.
I'm just sitting here myself. I've just been watching Wilder for a while now. And exactly like I said at the beginning of the race, if he gets in a groove, it's just going to be apex after apex and braking zone after braking zone, and he's just on point.
And Stevenson,
I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty dang good.
Stevenson just went around in front of a battle as Baker and McCrelly are right on top of each other here for 4th and 5th. McCrelly got a pretty good run down the front straightaway to get caught back up to the 77. We'll see what Baker can do to hold him off. Runs a little wide there in turn 12. Seems like they're going to continue to battle, but this time by Wilder comes to take 2 to go. Oh, and McCrelly actually was able to get by. Never mind, they're side by side. Okay. And McCrelly had the better spot for sure on the outside of turn 19. So off of turn 20, it will be McCrelly able to make the pass for that 4th spot.
The other thing for some of these drivers with this race being this long is if any of them have to go to the bathroom, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully they didn't drink too much before the start of the race.
And if they did, maybe they didn't turn the fan on just so they could sweat it all out and don't have to go to the bathroom.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what, a lot of the drivers have done a very good job of keeping off that wall between 6A and 6B. That I thought was going to be. I thought that was going to be one of the problem spots.
Something to talk about is Mercado has now taken second place, and he has shown the pace here as of recent, since his last pit stop, which is about 7 laps ago. He is definitely going to be, as a re-rack, something Sean is going to probably have to deal with. I mean, clearly Sean's done it for 33 laps now as he crosses for the final lap of this stage. But that's going to be something to watch for, because the 41 car has found a little bit of a rhythm here.
We talked about how important the rhythm is, and I mean, Wilder ran away with the race lead because of it, and now Mercado has second. And if he can stay in that rhythm after the pit stops, he will, like you said, be a dangerous one to watch here in the final stage of the race. We'll follow along with Wilder as he goes in through 6B and down into turn number 12.
As he's coming around the final corner here. Or no, he's not. Sorry.
Not quite. Not
ahead
quite.
of myself. I was ahead of myself.
A little bit. That's okay, though.
I was getting caught back up.
Here's turn 19, so the second to last corner. You got the flag, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Off of turn 20. Sean Wilder going to take the first 2 stages. As the caution flies for the re-rack. And as long as he's able to keep it clean, the 32 will get the free pass. We'll wait till they get caught up to the pace car and we'll grab Wilder. While we wait for them to get there, I am going to run to the concessions and get a water.
Absolutely.
Perfect timing as I get back as he's just caught up to the safety car, the Porsche safety car.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and pull Sean up in the booth. Are we ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Sean Wilder, you're up here in the booth with Bryce and Mr. Chase. Heck of a performance for you through stage 1 and stage 2. Tell us a little bit about it, but I have one question really quick to ask. I was looking at the length of this race with how long these laps are, the amount of turns and braking zones. How's the fatigue? What's the fatigue going to be like with these final 20 plus laps?
Yeah, it's a factor, I think, but especially with, I mean, the way I have my car set up, so I got to get on the brakes pretty hard, and I got the ratio all the way to the 3 point whatever, so it has a lot more feel in the wheel, I would say, and force feedback. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a factor. But race is going good. I had one little slip up, had a little minor distraction in the room that made me lose my concentration slightly for 1 second, and that's all it took. And I was over in the sand there. But other than that, I've stayed pretty clean and been able to get around lap traffic fairly decently. So
Well, yeah, I mean that's all it takes is one little distraction to slip up, and on a track like this, it can happen really fast with how technical it is. And that was kind of my point with the amount of turns there is, amount of braking zones. It's a long race. If the fatigue starts to set in physically, is there a chance mentally this could get challenging for these guys this last part of the race?
I mean, probably if they're pushing. I haven't. I mean, I pushed a couple times after I got the. Oh, wait, I gotta wait for the pace car to get by me. I pushed a couple times. Fresh tires on. Other than that, I've been just trying not to make mistakes, basically.
Yeah, staying relaxed. Well,
Yeah.
heck of a stage. Focus on your pit stop here.
Oh yeah. Hopefully it goes as smooth as that. This last part goes as smooth as that part did.
All
Yeah,
right.
that was pretty.
All right, we'll get you back in with your team while you after you get into your box here. We don't want you to be distracted by that. Nice and smooth, no slide through.
Hey,
Perfect.
thanks, guys.
Great job, Sean. Good luck.
Yeah. All right.
There's our stage 1 and 2 winner with an absolute dominant performance over the first 34 laps. You heard him say he had a little slip up with a little bit of a distraction in the room there, and other than that, pretty dominant. Really no mistakes. Is he able to come out of pit road still with the lead? So they're going to re-rack. He's going to have the 27 car behind him again, and the 41 car who showed pace recently is currently 4th coming out of the pits.
Yeah, so he'll get to pick which lane he wants as well. That's going to be pretty important, I would say.
Yeah.
Do you want in this situation, do you want the inside or do you want the outside into turn 1?
Naturally, I'm going to say the inside, but I don't know. I haven't driven this car in terms of its turn-in and you know, the approach you want to take on turn 1.
Yeah, that's the toughest part, though,
you
right?
want you want to protect the inside on this on turn 1 because you just want to be able to close that door. Because if you leave it open on turn 1, it gives someone the ability. I mean, granted, they could cross it over on the exit, but I believe it's easier to be able to close the door on the inside on turn 1.
See, I agree. I agree. I think the inside is probably the play here, because if you take the outside, you also run the risk of somebody blowing through the braking zone and taking you out.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point too. You can protect yourself from not getting run over on turn 1, right? And then it gives you more of the track to use on the exit.
Yeah. So I would expect him to take the left lane, and then Hapik will get a wave around. It looks like, so he's going to be hard pressed to catch up to the back of the field here with the wave around, but he'll be on the lead lap. That's important.
This is probably a nice little break for these drivers to be able to re-rack like this and caution and get some pacing laps just to kind of catch your breath, right? I mean,
Yeah.
those guys just raced about an hour, right? Close to it, probably.
Yeah, a little over, I'd say.
Of 20 corners and all those braking zones, and probably nice to get a little breather here, get mentally locked in for these last 21, 22 laps, whatever it's going to be.
And as I suspected, Wilder takes the left lane, which means the inside into turn 1.
Yeah, because you can just close the door right here on the just get that apex, and then you can get the runoff on the outside. I mean, I just haven't driven the car around the track.
That's what we call
Trying to put the power down with these cars.
I would say that's what we call parking the bus on the apex.
Yeah, trying to put the power with these cars down on turn 1 like that is definitely a challenge in of itself on that outside line.
And remember, everybody, cold tires.
I'm sure that's an interesting point you bring up there with saying cold tires. There's probably a few drivers that are on somewhat warm tires, because we saw, was it McCrelly in the 22 car take tires just recently?
Yeah,
There was a few that so there might be someone here that's on tires that are 10, 11, 12 laps old, and they're going to run them for the next 10 laps or so and then pit and take another set of tires. Very possible. So if that's the case and they have warm tires, this could be an interesting first lap.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for sure here. So turn 12.
And what's the patience of these drivers right now?
Yeah, that's another factor as well. I mean, Wilder wants to just get away, run away. You know he wants to run away.
Yeah, he's been comfortable for the last 40 minutes just driving by himself with no worries. And now here he is. He's got the whole field on him, gunning for him. He's the target.
2 stage wins will do that. Target on the back.
With a 30-second lead going into the end of stage 2.
Sometimes
A lot of capable drivers in here, so we can't count them out.
Exactly. That top 5 is littered, top 6 even, littered with drivers who have shown speed throughout the night. Wiles has shown speed, Mercado's shown speed, McCrelly's shown speed, Baker, Fieldley, and of course the guy in the race lead right now, Wilder. As the safety car is going to dive down pit road here, and Wilder has control of the field. The hard corner.
He just announced he's going on green.
That's probably smart, because I think the restart zone's way back there, but it doesn't go green until they get all the way up here. Green flag flies. Mercado gets loose.
Oh, it's the 40 loose. That is huge. Oh! And Sean's just got to try to stay safe here, and the race is won for him. That is absolutely crucial. No caution. It's a road course race.
Exactly. Baker got involved. Fieldley blew through turn 1. The closest battle right now to the race leader is McCrelly in second.
Too bad. Got to be patient with cold tires, guys.
Yep. We said it. We said cold tires was going to play a factor.
Yep.
And we were right. Look at Keller. Keller moved his way up the turn.
We talked about the cold tires and then the patience. What kind of patience do the drivers have? And we just found out. you can't win a race on turn one, but you sure can lose it.
Absolutely. And it's only, 21 more laps to go, so it's not like we've got a short amount of time left in this race. So
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
Wiles and Keller almost getting together there into turn 20. And Wiles doing the right thing, letting Keller go. If he did get a piece of him, I couldn't tell. They'll be offset side by side. There goes Wiles to the inside down here into turn 1. And the crossover, great move from Keller. And he's able to hold on to that third position with that over-under. And he actually cooked it a little hard into the tire barrier up in 6A, so he'll fall back now. Ryzen Baker and John Fieldley side by side. Fieldley in 5th now. Both these guys were involved in turn 1, so they're trying to regain some of that time.
Man, just crazy to see that restart. I mean, everybody just excited now. They got a chance to, maybe go out and challenge for the win. And it looked like the 27 and the 77 were doing everything they could to get down into turn one as fast as they could and maybe overtake Wilder, and they just overshot it. They just too fast, too much speed. Both of them were going to miss the braking zone significantly, and they got loose because of it. But that's just exactly what we had just talked about prior to the restart, was between the cold tires and what kind of patience would the drivers have?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I know it's the idea of trying to get as much track position off the restart as you possibly can, but you got to be careful in those situations, because if you're not, you're going to find yourself in this situation now, 7 to 8 seconds behind the race leader.
And like I said, you can't win the race on turn one, even though we get so excited to be able to try to make that pass and maybe get out in front. See it all the time, but man, you sure can cost yourself a race with it. And it looks like a couple drivers who had fast cars tonight might have taken themselves out of a chance to compete for the win.
Maybe even the top 3, depending on how the top 3 run. I mean, if they stay clean, there's a real possibility that they don't catch them.
Yeah, they don't podium.
Because, I mean, I was looking at the front of the 77. Looks like there's damage on that left front of the 77.
Yeah, a little damage.
Fieldley was big time.
Got a little bit of damage on the left rear. Yeah, Fieldley got a little damage on the left rear. And these cars right now, the 22 and the 91 are battling as the 91 gets by the 22 for second place. Showing some pretty good pace.
Yeah, watch out for Garrett Wiles. I think he's going to be sneaky here at the end as well.
Yeah, and he's shown some pretty good pace. He sure just had some struggles there the first 2 stages, especially early on. I didn't get a chance to see him the last 15 or so laps of the first and second stage, but he was having a little troubles getting the race going. Let's see if he found a groove, though. He just turned not his fastest lap of the race. Oh, yeah, he did. 140.51. As he's actually cut the gap down to Sean. He's starting to get a little bit of a groove, and he's 2.5 seconds off the pace. So well within striking distance.
Well within striking distance. And if he's able to continue gaining like he has been, there's no telling what he can do.
Again, for these drivers behind the 99, they just got to find a way to do it consistently lap after lap.
Blimp takes a great look down that front straightaway as Wilder leads him into that corner. And McCrelly's still not out of this either.
No, he's not.
Only 3 seconds off the race lead. I mean, that's still well within striking distance if a mistake is made. But we've really only seen Wilder make a couple of errors so far. It's gonna take.
Yeah, he hasn't been.
Go ahead.
He hasn't been blazing fast here to start this final stage, as Garrett's now down to about a second and a half and 1.7 now. He's definitely cut into it the last couple of laps a little bit. Wilder is getting pretty good exit on turn 1, but this seems like the rest of the lap, the last 2 laps, Garrett has been a little bit quicker than him.
I think Wilder's been quicker down here in the last section of like 18, 19, 20, and then up to turn 1. But this time though, Wiles has found something as he's got it down to 1.5. He can keep it there. He's going to be in a good position in the next couple laps to challenge for the win, challenge for the lead, rather.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with Wilder's lap time, as Wiles just set his fastest lap. Wilder's turning, his lap times are fine. The guy behind him's in a little bit of a groove now.
And here we were thinking the 41 was going to be the one that was challenging, but the 91 is the one that's finally found his groove late in this race.
Yeah, he's found the race as the race has gone on. It's maybe this was his practice, was the first 2 stages.
Maybe he was okay with, or content rather, with pushing the car to the absolute limit to see where he could gain and where he needed to maybe be a little bit more conservative. Turn 12 seemed to be one of those spots that he needed to be a little bit more conservative. But he is right there, within a second now of the race leader.
Yeah, see how this plays out here, because as these two start to battle, the pressure's going to ramp up for both of them. Not only for the race leader, as he's finally got a car in his rearview mirror challenging him, but what does the 91 do as he starts to get close? You know, how does that affect his overall racecraft, and does he push a little bit too much and make a mistake? Because it can happen both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. You get tunnel vision on the car in front. You think you can be a little bit more aggressive and get by him, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the gravel, or you find yourself overrunning a turn that's a hard hairpin corner, or over braking and spinning the car out in that regard too. So it's a very difficult thing to not put too much pressure on yourself here, even in this situation. But these two battled really hard last week at Martinsville as well at the end, and there was a tight finish for these two.
Wiles has absolutely found something in that technical S section there. Wilder's getting him for sure on turn 1 and some of these hairpin turns, but that fast technical section, Wiles has definitely found something that's significantly quicker than maybe the rest of the field. It's just these hairpins and some of these other corners he's not nailing. If he starts nailing those, look out.
Well, again, I think it comes down to the issues that he had in the first 2 stages, especially in turn 12, where he was trying to get the power down maybe a little bit too quick, as Happy's looped it, and there goes Wilder around.
Wilder spun. That hurts. Wilder spun. I didn't see how it happened. I don't know if that dirty air of a car or he just saw Happy and was excited to get by him and just got on the throttle a little too much, but that drops him 6.5, 7 seconds off the leader now. His first big mistake.
It kind of looked like the same kind of thing that had happened in the past to Wiles, where he just got the too much power down on the exit, and it just kind of looped the car, is what it kind of looked like to me. But
well, now Garrett's just got to go out and turn laps. He's got a little bit of a lead there. Still a lot of race left. He can't afford to make any mistakes. We've seen a lot of mistakes self-induced by really everyone tonight. I mean, I don't think you can name a driver that hasn't done something to cause themselves some issues, but we'll see what these drivers can do to finish this race off.
I say, but Wiles is now in the same kind of position that Wilder was in earlier, where he just needs to be smooth and steady with that 7-second lead, especially with 14 to go. We still have one more pit stop for these drivers. You got to be clean on entry to pit road, into your pit box. Don't slide through. And on exit to pit road, no speeding penalties, no unsafe exits, unsafe blending line, anything like that. So, man, it's gonna take that mental fortitude, like we were talking about. The fatigue could set in, and mistakes can be made, and it's a tough race here at COTA.
Yes, it is. Still about 20 minutes worth of racing for these drivers, which is a fair amount of time to mentally lock in and finish this thing off, especially with the pit stop still to go. We've seen guys miss pit entry a couple times.
Yep. We absolutely have. And Fieldy's coming now.
Now, I think I'm going to guess that Wilder probably pits this lap. If not this lap, he'll pit next lap for sure. He's got to. You got to go in, get some fresh. If you're going to take your tires, take them now, right? The benefit of having fresh tires underneath you to try to go maximize those fresh tires. I mean, these ones, he took tires at the stage, didn't he?
Yeah.
So these ones aren't very old either. So that might be something now. Does he just fill up and go, or does he take tires? Because he's got to find some strategy now. On top of that, he's got to try to get around the 22 car.
And not only that, he's got to find 9 seconds of time right now, as he's 9 seconds behind the race lead now.
Yeah. Yeah, Garrett's definitely got into a groove and is moving. The only thing I'll say is Wilder's shown that he can put down some blazing laps. So, and not that Garrett doesn't have some quick laps, but his fastest lap compared to Wilder's fastest lap is significantly different. So if Wilder can find something and get into that kind of flow state, maybe he has a chance. But right now, it's looking like this is Garrett's race to lose.
Mercado coming down pit road now. Let's see if he's able to find any more time. I'll be honest, I expected one of the top three to go that last lap. None of them did.
Yeah. Well, and right now, as Wilder's going to look like he's going to get it by the 22 here. He is.
Yeah, McCrelly. I think McCrelly was holding him up.
He was McCrelly's some decent race pace there. Was definitely racing him clean and hard, and nothing wrong with what he was doing.
Yeah, here comes Wilder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's coming down pit road now, so McCrelly will take over second once again. Baker's coming. Never mind. Baker lost it on entry. We saw the 77 do that earlier too.
Yeah. Wilder's taking tires. Right side's up. Left side's up.
Yeah, so he's taking 4.
It's the right choice. It's only a couple more seconds to take all 4 tires with the fuel. You're going to make that up in lap times.
Now the question becomes, how long does Wiles wait before coming down pit road?
Well, he's on lap 12 now, so he's got to pit soon. The question's going to be, does he take tires or not?
I think you have to. Unless you don't have him. Maybe he doesn't have him now. I mean, we don't know what the strategy play was earlier on in the race. Well, he's staying out one more.
Look, he's staying out one more lap. I'm going to say, if this is his strategy, he's not going to take tires. Because by the time he gets them up to temp, it's going to take him a full lap to get him up to temp. So that first lap's going to be a tad slower than what this lap would have.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he either doesn't have them or he plans on not taking them.
McCrelly and Baker down this time. So Baker did get down pit road this time. Wilder will get side by side with McCrelly. That was close. And McCrelly able to hold him off for now. Oh, and Wilder loses it through the S's. Any chances that Wilder had just got thrown out the window with that. Here comes Garrett.
Race leader's coming out pit road.
I think that's perfect. We'll see what he decides to do.
I gotta imagine. I mean, maybe, we'll see if he takes tires. I think it's just gas.
Gas and go.
Yep, he's just taking gas. Makes sense. Doesn't have to get his tires up to temp. He has a large enough lead. I mean, it could be he's out of them, but
even if he's not, I mean, you're looking at
really, I mean,
a lot.
He's got 9 laps left total, and his pit stops shorter because of it, just taking fuel. But his tires are up to temp, so he can come out and just rip it right off pit road, right? So he's not going to lose any lap time getting the tires warm. And I mean, he's got a pretty significant lead. So
20 seconds.
he's just
still.
got to go out and drive safe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is seeming like a 91's race to win as long as he stays smooth and steady. Should be no problem at all for Garrett Wiles to go back to back.
Yeah, as Wilder dropped himself back to 5th, but Wilder did pass the 27th to reclaim 4th place. What all Garrett's got to do now with the 19-second lead is just go out and comfortably put laps down.
Yep. Absolutely. Looking at a battle for position back here for the 8th spot as Hapik holds it, and Freitas is looking to get by him. Yeah, 32 is going to have the speed up the inside on the 52. Happy will move back to the 9th spot.
That's really, we don't really have any battles on the track right now. Everybody's kind of spread out, maybe.
Yeah. The closest battle we've got was the one we just highlighted there. And that's even still the case.
What we do have with this handful of laps left is maybe a battle for the podium. Ryzen Baker's currently sitting in 3rd. McCrelly's in 2nd. Garrett's all but got this thing wrapped up unless something happens. But Wilder has cut his lead or his gap down to the 3rd place car significantly in about a lap and a half. He was 6.5 seconds behind the 77. He's down to 2.9 seconds as we speak. And we know he's on those fresh tires. I do not know about Baker.
And Wilder's driving pissed too.
Oh, guaranteed he's focused. I mean, he was the class of the field for that first 34 laps to the race, and I mean, hats off to Garrett. He finally found a groove. We were watching him early on, and he couldn't keep the car on the track or keep it straight anyways, and he just went out and kept turning laps and was able to find something. And that re-rack definitely saved the race for some of these drivers. It didn't help the 99 car at all, but the 99 car didn't help himself with that self-spin either.
And Mercado just was able to get by Fieldy for that 5th spot, so that'll put Jose up into the top 5.
And Baker now has the 99 car just running him down, and he's going to be able to pass him here pretty easily. Got a battle here for 3rd place. Wilder's going to get him on the inside, possibly.
Backed out of it.
Going to have a good run coming off a little bit. I think Sean definitely has the better tires right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he got loose there.
He did. He had a chance to. He was looking to get a run on him. He just got on the throttle a little too hard too soon.
Yeah, he's going to run around the outside. There goes Wilder back into the 3rd spot.
Mows the yard a little bit there, probably for an off track, I got to imagine, but does Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and he should be able to run away here from Baker. 6 laps, he might still be able to catch up to McCrelly as well. We'll see.
McCrelly's turning pretty solid lap time, so he's going to have to do something there to give Wilder a chance. But it's something to watch for.
So Wilder just came through 6A and 6B. Meanwhile, Garrett looks like he is coming down to turn 19. He's gaining on Jace Keller. We'll stay to the outside and allow the race leader by. And Wiles will take 5 to go here this time by. About 10 more minutes worth of racing.
Well, we still got quite a few laps left, and something to watch for. The 99 car has cut that gap down to the second place car to just about 4 seconds now. It wasn't that long ago, it was 7 seconds, and Wilder turned to 140.72. McCrelly turned to 142.96, so he's over 2 seconds faster than last lap, and looks to be significantly quicker this lap as well. And there's still a fair amount of race left.
The other thing to watch is the battle for 4th, as Ryzen Baker
Fourth
is very slow, and Mercado going to rip around the inside now.
Yeah, Ryzen's pace is kind of falling off here at the end of this race. I don't know if he might have a little bit of damage to that car. Oh, well, he did get into that incident early on with
Fieldley.
On turn 1 with
Yep.
Fieldley. Yeah, the both of them. So he might have some damage that's holding him back.
Yeah, the nose of that car for sure. Seemed like it was caved in a
But
little
McCrelly,
bit.
McCrelly had a good lap when he needed it, but Wilder still outpaced him pretty decently. But McCrelly's able to get that lead back out to about 4.5 seconds on the 99 car for second place.
And the last thing he wants to see is that dark blue 99 coming up behind him.
Yeah. Freitas spins and allows Happy to take a position over him. They're going to be racing here for position again for 8th, 9th.
He should be able to get it back. This is right behind Wilder as well. Happy did a good job there. And just as I say that, he spins it, and there goes the 32 right back by. Should have kept my mouth shut. Sorry, Happy. Oh, and Baker was able to get back by Mercado. Oh, and they door bang there up in turn 1. But Baker's able to get back by Mercado for 4th. On an island by himself, Garrett Wiles, 2 to go. Let's see what Jose decides to do.
This race, tale of 2 races. I mean, Wilder ended up dominating the first and second stage, and now the 91 car, Garrett Wiles, is dominating the end of the race. I know Wilder really wanted to get the win. You always want to win, especially when you had the race he did the first 34 laps. But all in all, to get 2 stage wins and then should be a 3rd place finish. It's going to be a good point scoring night for him.
This battle for that 4th spot between Mercado and Baker.
Yeah, that's a hot one.
Oh, and they get each other.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, Baker, another running. Wow.
Well, that'll give...
Looks like Mercado gets the... Maybe does he... Oh, yeah, Mercado hits the bumper of the 77.
Yep. The driver that doesn't care, the 91. No caution flies. White flag out for Garrett Wiles. Smooth sailing in front of him, smooth sailing in behind him. Look at all the marbles on the track there through the S's as well. Good Lord. Like you said, a tale of 2 races here for Wiles, but he has done a great job this 3rd stage of really being smooth and steady. Put some pressure on with the battle with Wilder. Wilder got loose and spun, and Wiles has been out front ever since. Down into turn 19 for the final time. And into turn number 20, the final corner. And the race win goes to Garrett Wiles. Back-to-back wins here in the Cup Series.
Oh, and Wilder was running down the 22 for second place. And they get into a little bit of a...
Did they get into it?
They did. And it spun Wilder. Wilder was there for second, and it looked like the 22 kind of closed the door on him. I have to see it back. Lost track of Wilder. I didn't think Wilder had a chance to run him down. It was 3.5 second lead or so.
You know, for a man that said he didn't like this this part of the track and how it was set up, he did a pretty good job there in the second half of that race.
Oh. Where is our second place finisher?
We may not be able to get him. I know English is not his first language, so.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. He lives. What country is he from?
I don't know, but I think he's. It's over that way. I think it's in Italy. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know when he joins the race, his connection is his ping's really high.
Yeah.
Well, should we go ahead and pull our third place finisher up in here?
Well, let's quickly go over the race results before we do that. Garrett Wiles gets the win with Christian McCrelly finishing in the second spot. Sean Wilder ends up finishing third. Jose Mercado fourth in the number 41 with Ryzen Baker in the 77 finishing fifth. John Fieldley, the last car on the lead lap, finishes in the sixth spot with Jace Keller finishing seventh. 32 of Tom Freitas finishing in the eighth spot. Sean Happick in the 52 finishes ninth with Brandon Dayhoff rounding out the top 10. Ryan Stevenson finishes in 11th. Donovan Kliss ends up finishing in 12th as a substitute driver for Shane Johnson. Then Wesley Burke started from the pits and ended up being able to bring it out in 13th. So able to get some of those spots back. Good for him. Then we've got Chris Polhamus in 14th. Danny Gross 15th. Dylan Calkins in 16th, Brad Bohr 17th, Rob Kubat 18th, and last place here tonight goes to Mark Miller.
Good long race.
Very long race.
Road course racing's always fun. Gotta imagine that was challenging for these drivers.
Oh, absolutely. All right, let's grab Wilder. Sean Wilder ending up in the 3rd spot tonight. Definitely a couple of mistakes there in that 3rd stage. How you feeling after the race?
I mean, the mistakes that I self-inflicted, I mean, that's on me. But there's some other stuff that happened that I just don't get. But it is what it is. P3, good points day, won both stages, so I'll have a bunch of points. But I mean, Garrett was probably faster at the end. He closed pretty quick on me, but I was kind of taking it easy. But yeah, I mean, I made a mistake there and he got by, but the stuff after that kind of irritates me, but it's all good.
Yeah, we actually just saw that on the broadcast, how the nose got chopped off there for you. But like you said, a good points day overall will definitely make it feel a little bit better and kind of put some ice on the wounds there. But yeah, how do you feel about Indianapolis next week? That's going to be a little bit of a change here from road racing, of course, and the short track from last week.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever run these cars there, so I have no idea. I'd imagine it's not going to feel the most comfortable. I'm sure we're going to be very tight in the corners and things. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'll do some practice and we'll see. But anyways, good points day. Good job, Garrett, getting that win, buddy. And yeah, move on to next week.
All right. Anybody else you'd like to shout out, Sean, before we let you go?
You guys, of course, for doing the broadcast, and my teammate Happy and Danny was running with us tonight, and that's about it. Thanks, guys.
All right, Wilder. Well, we'll
Go
see you.
race, Wilder.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, buddy.
All right, man.
Like we said, second place is not there, so we will jump straight to our race winner. And Garrett Wiles in the number 91 brings it home in the lead here tonight. Really a tale of two races for you. Seemed like a lot of not mistakes, just maybe testing the edges of the car in the first couple stages, and then we got the re-rack, and you found yourself at the front, able to take it home in the race win. How you feeling after back-to-back wins?
I'm happy with it. I can't stand this layout for sure. I don't know why. I can't stand it. I'm fast here. I mean, I wasn't even trying to push it today. Towards the end of I only used one set of tires. So, more or less the whole first start of the race, I was just trying to see how the tire wear was. And I definitely found out where it was because it just kept sliding. But in a way, I'm happy for the win, but I feel bad for Sean. I mean, he ran a great race. I knew at the beginning when he was so far away, I just had to make it to the re-rack, and then I was able to be up there. I felt like I have pace. I did testing last night with my teammate Tom, and I've been able to go 38s here. So I've got the pace here, and I knew I had the pace if I had to push it to get there. But I didn't feel like I had to. I knew he was going to take tires at the end on the green flag, and I knew I wasn't. So when I got behind him, I just wanted to stay there and keep pressure without even pushing it and save my stuff, so that way I didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that was it was a strategy call for sure. We were wondering how many tires you would take him, but you're saying you only took one, so that would have been the ones you took at the end of stage 2 then, correct?
Yep, when we went to the re-rack, I had new tires at that point.
Oof. So that means 34 laps.
Yeah,
on
so
the
you
tires.
pushed those tires.
Yeah. It was,
and you were having
quite not fun.
I can imagine. Yeah.
I was just saying Sorry, you had a fair amount of self spins there early on too, so you were heating those tires up on top of running 34 laps. Good job.
Yeah, at the end of the stage when we had the yellow and I took tires, I was at 19% on my right rear and 9% on my left rear, which is kind of weird. But
Holy cow!
I mean,
yeah, it was not fun at all.
that explains the spins in turn 12. Okay.
Yeah, especially because the left rear being so worn during 12, it was not friendly. And I mean, at that point, I was just trying to ride because I was irritated as it was. It's the second road course in a row that I felt like I was gonna get destroyed by the same person, and I not gonna lie, if I was gonna get there, it was not gonna be friendly to him. So, but I'm glad I just kind of calmed down and just rode and kind of made it to the end. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, we actually saw the contact happening there between the two of you. But yeah, I mean, with the re-rack, you were able to get back out to the front and put yourself in a position to win. But yeah, back-to-back wins is got some momentum here towards the end of the regular season, going into the playoffs. How important is that momentum going to be for the start of the playoffs for you?
Um, a little bit. I wouldn't say as much though, just because of the way the tracks are in the playoffs. I mean, round of 12, we got Talladega to start with, so it's kind of one of those that you just kind of have to pray. But the other two, Dover and Texas, I feel pretty good about. As long as I can get to the round of 8, I feel like I will be racing for the championship because I feel really good in the round of 8.
Awesome.
With the exception of Iowa, I'm not a huge fan of Iowa, but Sonoma. That's my favorite track in all of iRacing. Um, I love this car here. Over there, I run that, do a lot of practice even without even being in leagues or anything like that. I just run it over there, just kind of like it.
Yeah.
So as long as I can get to the round of 8, then I feel good about the championship 4.
Awesome. All right. Well, next week we go to Indy. How you feeling about the 2.5 mile Indianapolis Motor Speedway?
I'm liking it. I love Indy, and especially with these cars. I just don't know how it's going to be with the fixed setup. But either way, I like Indy a lot. I wouldn't mind going a three-peat, but the last 2 races for sure, I'm going to try to help some teammates out. I know one teammate is in the playoffs as of right now on points. The other one is pretty close with Tom. But Tom had a good night tonight, so or at least a decent amount of points. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna definitely help him out in Indy because I know he likes Indy as well, and Indy's gonna be a drafting track, so it's all about who you're gonna have to be able to work with there. So I'm gonna try to do everything I can to help him out, and as well as Chris Wilhamus. So we'll see. We'll kind of go from there, and if I get the three-peat, I get the three-peat. If I can help him get a win to secure in the playoffs, then I'll do that too. So as long as the team gets it, I'm happy with it.
Awesome. All right. Anybody like to shout out before I let you go, Garrett?
You guys up here in the booth, like I said last week, you guys do a lot up here. You guys donate a lot of your time to put this on. So I appreciate you guys, the whole league, all the admins, my family, and then my son especially because he does soccer on Mondays that started after we already committed to the league, so I can't really do his soccer stuff with him. So I feel bad for that, but he understands, and I want to say thank you to him for letting me do this.
All right, Garrett. Well, congrats on your second win in a row and second win of the season, and we'll see you next week at Indianapolis.
All right, see you guys next week.
Good job, Garrett.
That is the number 91, the race winner here tonight. But, Bryce, that's going to do it here for us from Circuit of the Americas. How'd you feel about the race overall?
I loved it. I thought it was entertaining. I did like the re-rack. It was interesting how one driver dominated the race for the first half first 2/3 of the race, and then once the re-rack happened, we saw another driver that was able to find a groove, get out in front, and be able to dominate the second or the final third of the race. So heck of a race tonight, challenging track, and hats off to these drivers for putting that kind of work in to complete a race like this.
Yeah, very much a grueling race here at COTA, and well, it doesn't get much easier next week with the drafting and the dirty air going to be playing a factor at Indianapolis. So, but that's going to do it here for us tonight. I always forget to look at this ahead of time. ARCA tomorrow night. That's right. It's road course week as the ARCA goes to Lime Rock Park. That track was a blast last season in the trucks, so I'm looking forward to that race tomorrow night for ARCA. And then Wednesday night, Xfinity, or O'Reilly. It's still called Xfinity right now, but Xfinity is going to be taking on Watkins Glen. So we've seen some racing there already this season as well. Looking forward to the road course there for the Xfinity guys. So for everybody here at High Velocity Racing League, my name is Matthew Chase. Bryce Tucker joined me tonight, and we appreciate you all stopping by. Congrats to Garrett Wiles on his second win of the season, and we'll see what these guys in the Cup Series can do next Monday as they take on Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight, and we'll catch you later.